What's going on, you guys? RJ with RJ's Trades. We back with another video. This is the free well, it's not Sunday. It's the free Monday watch list, I guess, because stock market was not open on today, right? So I decided to wait and do the free watch list for today. So hopefully you guys ain't mad at me, but it is what it is. Okay. All right. As always, guys, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's all I ask you to do. Leave a comment down below if this is helpful, man. You guys know I come here every single Sunday, usually, and give you guys game what I see on the market and plays every single week, right? Let's go ahead and get started, man. We ain't gonna take too much of your time today because I'm finna watch that football game coming on later. One play I kind of gave to you guys was Baba, right? Baba took off just like we said, right? A retest of the old resistance area here, and yeah, it blasted, man. So congrats if you caught Baba. That was absolutely amazing. But let's start with SPY. I always start with SPY and QQQ because that is called the overall market, right? So usually this is how this goes. The stocks, SPY and QQQ, they are what you call the overall market, right? So however they move is typically how everything else is going to move. If they're choppy, typically everything else is going to be choppy. If they're going up, typically, everything else is going to be going up as well, right? So what you kind of been seeing here lately on SPY is we've just been slowly grinding upward sometimes. So we haven't had any crazy moves, man. It's just been kind of up and down, really. It's nothing really exciting. But what I will tell you is that this doesn't really look amazing. This kind of looks like a rising wedge a little bit. Rising wedges, I don't love them just because, I mean, you're fighting the trend still. So this thing could, gap up. It's one gap up away from running again, but then again, you're kind of a gap down away from looking terrible, right? So I'm going to proceed with caution, but I'm kind of open to anything, man. You see QQQ here. We're still triangling up for QQQ, so I really need to kind of adjust this. We just got to pick a direction, man, which is not a surprise that this is doing this because we've been running since March, right? So you got to have some time to cool off. So this just tells you that either way that this breaks, it's going to be big, right? So this is a triangle pattern here. And the initial move that made it was bullish. So you typically lean bullish, but that doesn't mean that it has to be bullish because this bottom trend line is basically saving your bullish case, and this top trend line is basically saving your bearish case. So until, this breaks structure to the upside or the downside, we're just going to chop, right? So I'm open to anything, man. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got this week. AMD. We made some money on AMD this past week. AMD here needs to get above 238, right? So 238 is what it needs to get above to possibly start trying to creep up to those 240s, mid 240s again, like get to like 248. Oh, well, close to 250. So AMD above 238 for a day trade looks really, really good in my opinion. I do like that. GOD, I don't like it. Tesla, PLTR has been disappointing. LMND, nothing. Lift, breaking support. Bitcoin coming right back down. Bitcoin is still in this like kind of like a big bear flag, really. So I mean, Bitcoin is still not safe. It ain't safe yet. It ain't out the woods. Nvidia hasn't been doing anything since mid 2025. CRWV had a nice little push up. Baba we already talked about. Lulu isn't doing anything. Apple, right? Apple is one that you need to have on your watch list this week. And actually gave this one out on Instagram. So Apple, let's talk about this. What is Apple? Like, what is this setup? You look right here at this 259 area. Boom, boom. This was a resistance twice. We got smacked right here twice. Right? When we finally broke out, we had a nice run, and now it came right back down to this area, but we didn't defend it. We looked like we're going to at first, but this formed a bear flag, and we started to break down with heavy volume. Look at this volume on Friday. That was a lot of selling, right? So at this point now, what we're looking at is, okay, well, if you guys want to take it down, I ain't gonna get in your way, but I'm gonna find out how far you can go. You do have a gap to fill still, right around 252.3, 252.5 ish area. So below Friday's low, you can literally take that. What is this? Under 255. So Apple puts below 255. You have room to fill this gap down to 252 ish, right? And if that doesn't hold there, you got room down to 244. So yeah, there's no reason to not be looking at puts on Apple. That looks really, really good. I mean, this is an amazing setup. You failed the retest, formed the bear flag there, and you ain't holding. So that looks pretty good. What else we got? SMCI. I talked about that a couple weeks ago, and Thursday and Friday it took off. A few people in the chat banked on that one. CCL, man. CCL was one that I liked, but they just could not break this resistance right here. Could not break this resistance at 32.84. And yeah, it came right back down. So not a play anymore. UNH, coin. Y'all notice, man, market really hasn't been doing much, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And it's been like this for a while. Market hasn't been doing a whole lot at all. Right? It's like it's waiting on something. It's waiting for some news or something. SLV. You right back at SPY. Okay. All right. Here's another player that I like. So we talked about AMD above 238. I really like that. Apple below 255. I like that a lot as well. This is one that I want to keep on my radar too. OKLO. This is interesting. Right? So OKLO was a runner to end the year last year, right? From about September to October, right? Now, we cooled down, but we finally are trying to break this trend a little bit, right? So we broke this trend line, and we now look like we could possibly be flagging. We could possibly be putting in a bull flag right here, which would be pretty cool, because if this breaks, right? This breaks, I would target this swing high right here. That would be my first target over there at 115. And this is at 94. Right? So this breaks out, especially if it starts to get above 100 again. Yeah, this thing could go. Now I did see Yost. You guys may know Sniper Yost. Yost also said, he put it on my Instagram that I've seen. I was like, what? But I had to go look at it. And I didn't see this until he pointed it out. This actually could even be possibly a inverse head and shoulders. Look at this. Could we possibly be putting in an inverse head and shoulders? Maybe. Because if you look, we would still have our neckline right here, right? So you would be looking for it to break 114 at that point, but that's a long way. I don't know. I'm going to stick to the bull flag, but I do see it. I definitely see it. So that looks good. You may say, well, the inverse head and shoulders, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Oh, yeah? Check this out. Watch NVO. Inverse head and shoulders right here. Boom, boom, boom. Breakout, and it has been absolutely killing it. All right. So since I showed you guys NVO, I guess I'll give you this one too. You guys have 4 plays this week, man. 4 plays to watch this week. So you got AMD above 138. I'm sorry, above 238. Watching out for that one. Watching out for Apple below 255. Watching out for OKLO. I don't have a specific entry on that one yet. I'm kind of just going to be watching the strength because it's near the flag break now. But you can also watch NVO. All right? You can also watch NVO. Why? NVO has crazy strength. Look at the volume. And look at where it is. It is at the previous place where it got smacked from last time. So one of two things is going to happen. NVO is either about to break through this resistance and it's about to run more, or it's probably finna get smacked, right? So for an upside, I like NVO above Friday's high. So it's right close, right there at it. So above this, you can trade it to the upside, right? Possibly. How far can it go? This is a gap. So it has a gap from 62.36 to 68.55. Oh man, that looks really good. $6. So ask yourself, is $6 enough for me to make money on NVO? And if you don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you it is. Okay, so definitely watch NVO. Watch for your breaking retest. Watch for your your intraday patterns. Just watch it, man. It could be really good, or it could be a really good downside trade if we, show weakness up there. So, NVO, I like that. I like that one a lot. As far as strength, NVO has the most strength as far as the day trade goes for this week. So you guys have 4 plays, man. 4 explosive plays. Let me add that. 4 explosive plays that could really make you some money this week, right? So once again, you have AMD above one. I'm sorry, I was about to say it again. AMD above 238. I'll watch that. Apple below 255. You want to watch NVO above 62.36 and OKL low. I don't got a specific entry on that one, but it looks amazing. I'll have one later. Okay, so those are your 4 plays for this week, man. Before I leave, I do want you guys to leave in the comments, what do you guys think about this option news, right? So they're trying to have like the mag stocks, like the top 7 stocks, so, Apple, Amazon, Tesla, all of that. They're trying to have those stocks to have Monday and Wednesday expirations added as well. So you know what this is going to lead to. If this happens, this is going to lead to ODTEs being available every day on major stocks. And it's going to start with the big dogs, but then it's going to trickle down to everybody. I don't know, man. I don't like it. I really do not. I hope that they do not go through with this. But, hey, they might. They might. I don't like it. Let me know if you guys like it down below, man. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. 2026, we're going to keep killing it, man. We done already been calling bangers this year. We done called 2-3 crazy bangers already. We're going to do it all year long, man. So just keep following, keep watching, keep asking questions, and let's keep learning, man. Let's get to this money this week. See y'all later.